The 2021 draft is in the books, and it's time to break down the Cardinals draft picks. Let's just first off look at the range of grades have gone from a B plus to a C minus from what I've seen so far. Bob, what's your take on how they did overall in the draft?
I thought they did pretty good. We won't know for 2, 3, or 4 years really, but I don't have a problem with any one of their picks. I really like some of them. I think grades are ridiculous this early, but I get it. What I like is that they made the spots where they picked them at. I think they got great value for where they picked them at, especially in the 4th and 6th rounds. I really like what they did there, and you can't knock what they did at the top either.
Katherine, what are your thoughts as you just look at the overall pick of these 7 players?
Yeah, kind of as Bob was mentioning, if you look at it just in a vacuum, there are some that are maybe like, what were they doing exactly here? But when you look at the way the draft board was falling at players that were snatched right before the Cardinals were picking, but then along with that, kind of the value they were getting out of some of these guys, I think they were effective there. Obviously too early to tell, but still addressing cornerback after, not doing it day one. I think some people outside the building were pretty freaked out, but then to get some valuable guys later on, I think it'll be huge.
Bob, let's go that direction. Katherine sort of set us up. Secondary help. Did this help the Cardinals?
I think it definitely will. I mean, used a 4th and a 6th round pick on Marco Wilson and then Tay Gowan, who both guys should have went a lot higher than they did. There were some reasons why they slipped. Wilson threw a cleat 20 yards and apparently that was a scary no-no. And then Gowan slips because he sat out last year. He opted out of 2020 for the health and protection of an infant daughter. I'm not going to fault him for that. This guy had a 3rd round grade on him. You get him in a 6th round, you get Wilson, who was a 2nd grade on him, going in the 4th. You trade up to get him. Look, they're not Patrick Peterson, but they have length, they have credible speed, and they're both press man covers, which is exactly what the Cardinals need in Vance Joseph's defense. So those 2 guys specifically, I love the picks, and I think they could turn out to be gold mines. Good.
Katherine, what's your take on the overall defensive picks, which is 5 out of 7 of the picks? What's your thoughts there?
Yeah, definitely defensive heavy, which I don't think I would have necessarily guessed going into the draft. But again, the way it kind of fell made a lot of sense. But I'm interested in Rondale Moore, the wide receiver they took, just to see what he does fitting into this offense. A lot of young guys in that room at this point, but just to see how he'll fit in as well and the domino effect of that.
Bob, your favorite pick of the 7 for the Cardinals?
Katherine just stole it, man. It's Rondale Moore without question. I love Zaven Collins. And for Steve Keim and Cliff Kingsbury to say right off the bat, hey, he's going to play. He's going to play right away, which shoves Jordan Hicks to the sideline in their minds. I think he's going to have to earn that because Jordan Hicks is a hell of a ball player. But to be their Mike Backer, you got to say something about the 1st round pick. And he could turn out to be a star at some point. But Moore can help you so many ways right now, starting with special teams, where he'll be the primary kick and punt returner, which they haven't had one of those dependable ones since Patrick Peterson's first year as a punt returner. Then he didn't really do anything after that and then got away from it altogether. Now he's gone. Moore, though, what I wrote in Monday's paper and on AZ Central is a defense changer. He's going to make defenses play simpler because he's going to line up in the slot. He's going to also line up outside next to A.J. Green and DeAndre Hopkins. When they go 10 personnel, watch out. This guy's also going to take snaps out of the backfield, run fly sweeps, reverses, fade routes. He's going to carry the ball. This guy can do it all, and he's got 4.29 speed. He's small, but he's powerful, and he is definitely my favorite player in this draft. No offense to anybody else, but Rondale Moore is the Cardinals' answer to Tyreek Hill.
Katherine, your thoughts?
It's a bold assertion. I think, yeah, I'm excited, like I said, to see more as well. I like the pick of Tay Gowan where he came in, and I think, giving that understanding that there are plenty of reasons to sit out, and for him to share so candidly with us throughout the draft process of the health and safety of his family. I can't imagine having to make that decision. And I have a lot of respect for understanding that and having to recognize that it'll affect your draft stock. So I think just on a personal level, looking at how weird this last year has been for so many people, him understanding that family is important too.
Well, complete coverage of all Cardinals action and continued draft analysis here on azcentral.com.